The second episode of Sline kicks off with the introduction of a new character, a teacher named Gyuzin, who works at the same school that Seng attends. Meanwhile, Shin is seen staring at a mysterious message on her phone. She begins removing all the cardboard from her windows and starts cleaning her house, signaling a shift in her behavior. Back at school, Seng enters her classroom only to find a vulgar drawing of herself on the board. Though clearly hurt, she doesn't react and quietly heads to her seat. Her classmates laugh while Kim Hae loudly mocks her, reading aloud a love letter Seng had written. Furious, Seng lunges at Kim Hae, trying to retrieve the letter. A fight breaks out, but just then, teacher Eugene walks in. She immediately breaks it up, scolds Kim Hae, and tears up the letter. Later, she talks privately with Seng, reminding her that violence isn't the solution. If she keeps reacting like this, even the teachers won't be able to defend her. But Seng, still burning with rage, snaps, "I'll kill her," and demands to go home. As she opens her locker to leave, she finds a pair of glasses mysteriously placed inside. She's puzzled but takes them with her. In police station, Detective Dong is livid with his colleague, Ji-Yuk, for sending him alone to the suspected killer's house, a visit that nearly cost him his life. Ji-Yuk apologizes, explaining that he had to shoot the suspect due to an emergency. While reviewing the case files, Dong questions why Ji-Yuk is still digging when the killer is already dead. But Ji-Yuk feels something doesn't add up. The motive seems unclear, and the killer's obsession with salvation doesn't match his profile as a math teacher. Something just feels off. Later, Ji-Yuk visits the home of Jong-min, the murdered math teacher. The house is eerily painted with strange red lines all over the walls, unsettling him. Meanwhile, Seng, now wearing the glasses, begins to see those same red lines too, including several on Ji-Yuk's head. Terrified, she bolts from the house. Shin, who sees her panicking, is confused. As Seng walks down the street, she notices red lines on people everywhere. The next day, her uncle offers to walk her to school, but she refuses because now she sees red lines on him too. At school, Seng feels oddly calm until she notices that teacher Gujin is the only person with no red lines. She wonders if it means Gujin has never been in a relationship. Suddenly, she spots Kim Hae, and one of the red lines on Kim Hae's head leads directly to a classroom window. Curious, Seng follows it and is shocked to find that the other end of the red line connects to a teacher. That's when the truth hits her. Kim Hae is in a relationship with a teacher. In the following scene, Eugene introduces a new student to the class, and it turns out to be Shin. Seng is stunned, wondering why she's suddenly joined the school. Back at the station, Ji-Yuk is looking at an old school poster, and something clicks in his mind. He checks the evidence box for the glasses but finds them missing. To investigate further, he visits Jongmin's former school and meets Gujin. She mistakes Ji-Yuk for Seng's father, but he corrects her. He's her uncle. During their conversation, she mentions that Seng has been struggling at school. Ji-Yuk admits he's been preoccupied and hasn't been able to support her properly. However, he clarifies that his visit is related to the murder case, not Seng. When he asks about Jong-min, she's shocked to learn he was a serial killer. Ji-Yuk inquires if she ever saw him wearing glasses, but she says she never did. On the school rooftop, Kim Hae slaps Seng, causing her glasses to fall. Seng quickly picks them up and, regaining her composure, firmly tells Kim Hae she won't give her any more money. Kim Hae mocks her, but Seng replies that she should be the one ashamed. The argument escalates until Shin steps in to defend Seng. When Kim Hae tries to attack Shin, she boldly grabs Kim Hae's tie and threatens, "Let's jump together." The threat frightens Kim Hae, who reluctantly backs off. Afterward, Seng asks Shin why she's helping her. Shin wonders if Seng is still angry. Seng coldly replies, "Just stay out of my business," and walks away. As Ji-yook is leaving the school, Eugene asks if he wants to meet Seng. He declines, saying it would only upset her. However, Seng spots him from a distance and wonders why he's there. Ji-yook later visits a bar where Jong-min used to hang out. The bartender remembers Jong-min coming often, talking to himself, and even counting things aloud. Once, he got into a fight after making a strange comment about too many lines on people's heads. Jeek notes all this in his journal. The bartender adds that Jong-min did sometimes wear glasses. Meanwhile, Seng follows Kim Hae and secretly records her meeting with the teacher. They enter a hotel together. Seng sends Kim Hae the photo, but Kim Hae remains unfazed. Inside the room, Kim Hae asks the teacher what he would do if their relationship got exposed. He brushes it off. Outside, Seng waits until she receives a chilling message. Kim Hae warns her that if the truth gets out, only the teacher will be punished since she's still a minor. The next day, rumors spread among the staff about a teacher being involved with a student. The very teacher dating Kim Hae laughs it off, saying he's too old for students to like him. But then he receives Seng's photo and is shaken. A message demands 20 million won in exchange. Later, Seng and Shin walk home together. Seng expresses her desire to move away and says she doesn't consider her uncle family. She then asks Shin if her mother is still alive. Shin replies that she doesn't know. Seng sadly says, "If she were, she would have contacted me by now." Shin watches families bonding from her lonely house that night, lost in her own thoughts. Meanwhile, the blackmailed teacher nervously asks Eugene about Seng. Eugene says Seng seems okay, but the teacher insists on confronting her himself. As Seng heads home, Shin follows her and asks how the red lines disappear. Shin recalls that the red line between her parents vanished after her mother killed her father. But she doesn't reveal this. Instead, she asks Seng if she's planning to keep the glasses. Seng says yes, and that she intends to use them fully. Later, Seng is with her boyfriend when she receives a message from the teacher, asking her to meet him on the school rooftop. He has the money. She leaves, unaware that Kim Hae is following her. Earlier, Kim Hae had overheard Seng and Shin's conversation in the washroom, and now has stolen her glasses. We soon see Kim Hae wearing them, and she too begins to see the red lines. But someone pushes her from behind. Seng, realizing her glasses are gone, immediately suspects Shin and calls her. Shin is confused, but before she can respond, Seng declares she's heading to school and hangs up. At the rooftop, Seng meets the teacher. She demands the money, but he begs her not to ruin his life. He has a family to protect. Seng reminds him that he knew about the bullying but stayed silent. He begs her to delete the photos, only to get a message that the pictures have already been sent to his wife. He accuses Seng, but she coolly denies it. Just as he starts yelling at her, Shin arrives at the school. But before she can reach the rooftop, Seng falls from the roof, right in front of her. She dies on the spot. At the same moment, Seng's red line disappears. And with this heartbreaking twist, the episode ends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more episodes of Slime.